New Year, firstly. Secondly, this is a new what if. What if Naruto had an OP Ice kekkei genkai? First, I couldn't think of a title. That's what took me so long to come out with this what if. Secondly, I didn't really feel like doing it in the first place. Not because I didn't feel like recording. It was just like, I don't know, because I really didn't know how to set it up. Like, I didn't know how to play along with the title because the way I was gonna do it, I didn't know how to do it. Like, I don't know. Like Ice Magic, that's what I was gonna put, but then it was like, nah, because I don't want this nigga to be casting spells through the whole. So I was like, but I also don't want him to be weaving hand signs, so I'm gonna just make it OP so that way he don't have to at that point. So like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna go with. So I changed the title, and now it's this. Anyway, let's get into the video, because it's not what y'all came here to hear. I hope y'all had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. Basically, everything that happens to Naruto's like birth goes to canon. The only difference is that everybody that touches Naruto when he was a baby can kind of feel that he's naturally cold. Like when they first pulled him, up and out of Kushina, they thought he was dead, but he was full on whining, like, but he was cold, like he was frigid and cold. Yeah. So kind of warning signs. Anyway, so nothing basically happens until like I'm gonna say around 4 years old, because at the time this version of Hiruzen would have taken his vow to Kushina a little bit more seriously, and after Naruto would be able to understand where he comes from and what's going on, he figure out he the fourth Hokage-san, that acting, he gets emotional, and after a point, a few months after figuring it out, like I'm gonna say like a year or two after figuring it out, like his 5th birthday come around, and he unlocked his little ice ability, and like as he was blowing out the candle or whatever, like he blew and like froze somebody on the other side of the room. Not like frozen, but like gave him like a breeze, like, oh shit, like it's cold now, like it's freezing in here, right? So Hiruzen instantly picking up on this, like he instantly pulled Naruto from the limelight, because Naruto, knowing that like he was somewhat of like knowing where he came from, he was kind of propped up, like even with the Nine Tails blocking his chakra, as we all know, after a while, if he trained hard enough, that don't really matter. With the chakra that Naruto does have, he's able to do well, because he's an Uzumaki. They have a whole bunch of it, right? So with that being said, Naruto basically from 5 years old all the way up to the academy starting, he's like taken away, and the reason why is because after like Naruto's like abilities fully start activating, his personality changed. He got a little colder, like in the whole sense, like if he don't like you, he don't let you know, like, hey, this is not what this is, okay? Like okay, but he's pretty cool, like in the sense of if he think you an asset, if he don't like you, but he think you an asset, he won't let you know that he don't like you. But if he ever has the opportunity, he's definitely going to let you know. But you'll also kind of tell if he like doesn't like your opinions. So to be very clear. Anyway, so like at the start of the academy, everybody like like everybody's walking in. Naruto walks in the room, but after a point, everybody kind of knew who Naruto was. But the only difference is that his eyes at this point in time were just a little bit like bluer, like ice blue, and his skin was pale, and his hair was just a little bit bluer. That's about it, right? So he goes and he sits down, but he still looks like Naruto. He's just pale and blue, basically. So like everybody's asking him what happened. He's like, oh, nothing. I just a kekkei genkai, and whatever. And because these are going to be his allies. He's letting them know what's going on. So he's like, it's just my ice kekkei genkai. It's a real strong one. And they're like, really, like, what does it do? And Naruto like, I could freeze this whole room right now if I really wanted to. And like, as like the kid, they're telling him to do it, Sasuke, like, he looking, he like, I don't think he got it like that. But like as he's looking at Naruto, he could see like the breath, like Naruto's talking, and every breath that he take is literally like it's cold. Like you can actively see the air coming out of his mouth. Like man's just walking around, look like he's puffing on a vape. Not a really bad one, if it makes any sense. Like you're just walking outside and it's cold, basically. That's what it sounds like for Naruto at this point. I said vape, don't listen to me. Anyway, yeah. So like right before Naruto was like basically about to be convinced by a few other people to do it, Iruka walks in the room. He's like, hey, yeah, stop all of that, Naruto. What did Hiruzen say about this? We just had a whole conversation. And Naruto was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And like he faces the front, and like Kakashi, not Kakashi, Sasuke was like, is that really Naruto? Like he got it like that. He talking to Haruzen and the teachers and stuff. Like he got it like that. Like he more okay, right? So like that whole week of school passed, and basically Naruto and Sasuke after a point kind of got this rivalry of like who was the better in class, because Naruto, they don't know each other's strengths. All Sasuke knows is that Naruto got a decent, like a really apparently really strong ice kekkei genkai, but he don't know what Naruto's hands are like, right? So he don't really necessarily, like he don't know what's going on with Naruto, right? But like competitively, like academically, they're all in it. Like they're neck and neck in there all the time. But Sasuke is like inherently somewhat smarter than Naruto, so Naruto always got to keep studying. It's something, yeah, that's going on. Anyway, yeah, Naruto after a point in time, like a week or two after, he ends up catching wind of an argument, because you know he's just walking throughout the Hokage's office. That's what he normally does when he's not, you know, training or studying, because you know he hangs around the Hokage, because that's like his father figure. Oh, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Anyway, so as Naruto's like walking throughout he kind of overhears Danzo talking to some Anbu members about, you know, going to the Uchiha clan to, you know, clean up. And Naruto, he's interested, he's intrigued in why they're going to the Uchiha clan to clean up, when as far as he's aware, the Uchiha clan was perfectly fine last time he checked. So Naruto, you know, he hits the dash. He goes and he sees what's going on. He jumps out the nearest window. They hear him, like they hear something, but like they don't, like by the time they get to the door to see what was going on, the only thing that they could feel was a slight temperature drop. So it wasn't by much, but you know, yeah. Anyway, Naruto gets to the Uchiha clan, so partly to find like the girl that Itachi likes in the midst of fighting the masked man, and right before like he could actually do like any, like right before the masked man could actually kill her, in the midst of Itachi viewing all of it, he, like Naruto would basically like fire like this big old shard of ice and like freeze the ground. So like Obito, he would get up on like a roof, and he starts laughing, and he's like, well, this is impressive. I didn't think they had anyone like this. And like as he's looking around, he's like, I could have sworn I just felt like sensed them. And Naruto, like behind him, he was like, yeah, well, I dropped the temperature too low, so after a while you can't really sense me. And he's like he looks back, and this small child is just right there, and he's like, well, I'm just about done here. And he looks back down, and the girl's gone, and he's like, what the fuck? And Naruto, like he looks back, and Naruto's gone, and the ice is gone, and now he sees like there's this little cold trail lingering off in the distance. So he's like, damn it, like I won't be outsmarted by a fucking kid. This won't happen. No, he cannot continue to exist. I won't let that thing has to go, right? So he attempts to pursue Naruto, and the closer he gets to Naruto, he notices that the temperature is dropping, and he remembers what Naruto said. The more the temperature drops, the less likely you're going to be able to sense him, because Naruto's body temperature is low. It's just something that's like his unique ability. That's literally it. That's exactly what his kekkei genkai is like, bro. This shit's fire. That's his unique ability though. Like he emits cold air, and the colder like around him it is, he could be, yeah, that's just hard, bro. You can't tell me that shit's not hard. Anyway, so like he's like, all right, bet. So I'm gonna just like, he's headed toward Itachi. All right, that's good, right? But then he notices like as like he gets toward Itachi, he sees like Itachi's whole house encased in ice, and then like Naruto leaving with Sasuke and the girl in tow, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And then like he goes into the house, and Itachi's like, what the fuck is that? And the man, and like dude is like, bro, what did you get me into? What was that? And then he's like, I don't know, but we gotta finish cleaning up. I think I did a number on Sasuke anyway, so we chilling. Like let's just clean up and let's just go. And Fugaku was like, I don't know who the fuck was that, like, because at this point nobody in the house really died. The only person that actually perished, sadly enough, was the mom. Like she was the first one to go. Like Naruto stopped all of it like as he got there, but he wasn't fast enough to you know so yeah. Right, but Fugaku's he's shook because he didn't see Naruto. Because the minute Naruto dropped the temperature in the house, it was wrapped. Naruto was just in and out. He said a few words to Itachi. He wished him good luck, and he was like, you know what? This is just one of those. And he grabbed and he dipped. So like the masked man, like he looks at Fugaku, and Fugaku was like, hey man, listen, I didn't even know that they, like if they would have showed us some shit like that, I probably wouldn't even have. He's like, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And he throws like a kunai in his neck, and like Fugaku basically like bleeds out, and he's like, let's go find this brat. And like before he leaves the compound, And like Itachi basically tells him like, no, they gotta go like now. And like Obito, like not Obito, like the masked man, he like senses people coming, like Anbu and stuff. So he's like, all right, bet, like let's just dip. So he leaves. Basically, they killed everybody. It was just only those last people remaining, because you have to remember, by the time Sasuke got to the actual like Uchiha entrance, the timing, they would have actually like never, like he got there late enough in it for the majority of them to be dead, only for like a few of them to be actually remain alive, you know? So yeah, anyway, like Naruto basically, like he gets back to like where the Hokage's office is, and he basically tells him like, yo, I don't know who was conspiring to kill the people in the Uchiha clan. And like the minute Naruto starts talking about it, Hiruzen kicks everybody out the room, including like some of like his top advisors. And they're like, wait, Naruto, like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And Naruto like done, like Hiruzen tells him like, hey yo Naruto, you can't be going around talking like crazy like that. And then like as soon as the door shut, Naruto, like Hiruzen tells him like, you can't just be going around, you know, what did you see? What's going on, dude? Like what's happening? And Naruto he gestures to the window and he sees like this girl all beat up, and like Sasuke and like this weirdo Genjutsu shaking his shit on the ground. And like Naruto's like, I think I could break him out of it, but I don't know if I could. Like I don't know if I should, because like I don't know if that's gonna like do something to him. But like, you know, these is the only two people I could save. Fugaku didn't want to go. Like he wanted to see, you know, like, but I couldn't get to him because he was tied up, and you know I'm not that strong. I can only carry like two people. Luckily, this girl is skinny, and that's a child. Like he's the same size as me. I don't know what you wanted me to do. They did. Hey, I was running from two grown men, right? Anyway, like Fugaku basically tells him like, you know, you did good. Like go rest up. Like, but don't tell nobody what you did here. None of this leaves, you know, your lips. You didn't see nothing. You ain't see nobody. And like Naruto mentions the masked man, but Hiruzen like he puts that down on notes because he remembers that name from somewhere. Right? He's seen it. He just, you know, something, he just can't put his finger on it right now. But he knows something going on with that name. You know? Anyway, like Itachi basically, like after Naruto leaves and, you know, the medics, the Anbu, some trusted Anbu medics come and take care of the girl, right? Take her off to the side. Itachi basically appear and he's like, hey yo, like, where my girl at? And like, where my girl and my brother? And like Hiruzen like tell him like our deal is still good. And he's like, okay, good. Include my girl in that, because if you don't, I'm gonna find somebody that will. And like, in the sense, he don't know like if he's serious. Like he get that Naruto saved him, but he don't know if Naruto would dive that deep. That's like the instant. That's like the first person that came to his like thought. But Itachi is also mad strong, so it's still the fact of include her, where you know. Anyway, so like he leaves, and yeah, he basically like. Hiruzen, after like I'm gonna say like 2 days passed, it was like the weekend due to the Uchiha massacre, you know, news spread, people cried, heartbreak. Anyway, Sasuke was still like quoted as the last remaining Uchiha, because like Hiruzen thought it was best to keep Itachi, I don't know her name, so just thought to keep her out of the limelight, just like in general. So he put her in like a special group of Anbu Black Ops and shit, you know. So they chilling, not Anbu Black Ops, but like Anbu, like his Anbu, not Danzo's, but his. You know, he started his own version of his own Anbu Black Ops. So it's Anbu Black Ops for Danzo, Anbu Black Ops for Hiruzen. You know. Anyway, so yeah, he basically started his own little secret military force besides the Anbu, right? So after these 2 days, like they go back to school. Everybody talking about it, but Naruto, he not really like. When he entered the class, you see everybody like gathered around Sasuke, asking him, "Is he all right?" Like telling him that he could, like, it could have been worse. You know, he could have died, some stuff like that. But Naruto basically, like, he woke up to him. He like, "Hey, you know, that sucks. What happened? But you know, you could have died, and I'm glad he didn't, because then there wouldn't be nobody else in here that could really compete with me." Like he walks off, and like as he says this, like almost everybody else in the classroom is like, he just dissed us all like that. And basically, like that's basically like the rest. That's everything that's basically gonna happen in the school year. Besides like them actually fighting in the midst, like somewhere in the middle, they had like a little training session going on. Sasuke, Naruto's tensions actually got high enough to the point where Iruka finally agreed to let them fight somewhere in the middle of the school year, like right before they did the written exam to get into their squads. you know, or whatever. So toward the ending, just like at the middle. Anyway, like they begin the little fight. Like basically, it started out like them like arguing over who was the smartest, and like Sasuke was like, yeah, well, I got the Sharingan, you know, so you might be stronger like range wise, but I might just be better like in general hands. And Naruto was like, I really want you to put that to the test. And Iruka was like, you know what, fine, if y'all will shut up, you can go outside in the yard, like in the courtyard, fight. All right, just shut up, go, okay, get out my face. And everybody basically went with him, but Iruka knew he had to facilitate the fight because he allowed it to happen. Like he said they could go do it, so he instantly he jumps out. He's like, wait, he jumped out the window. He's like, all right, wait, okay, you know, on my mark, no fatal blows, no overdoing it, you know. Naruto, keep, you know, Sasuke, keep it tame. Y'all got like people watching. Don't go all out. Y'all are still in the middle of the village. This is not like out in the woods or nothing. So like, okay, bet. And like Iruka tell him like he like start, and Naruto like he steps his foot down and like he releases like a whole bunch of like wind out of his breath, like out of his mouth, and like the temperature like just get drastically cold. And he's like, what the, like what? And Sasuke instantly, he like, this gotta be something. So he activated Sharingan, he get in his little stance, and like he just barely dodged, and Naruto like grinned, and like he trips him, and Naruto, like Sasuke fall. And he's like, what's going on? And Naruto was like, that's my kekkei genkai. The colder it is around you, the harder it is for you to see me, right? So like Sasuke goes to stand up, and he realized that the like parts of the floor then turned into ice. But he not trying to have none of that. So like he tamed a fireball, and he shoot it. He hit the ground, burn the ground up, bam. So like he got him a little heat spot. Now Naruto, he facing like his first little drawback. He heating up the air around him, so he could kind of sense Naruto as he gets closer. Just a little bit. Faint, but it's a little bit. So they start fighting. Now at this point, everybody could see, and they got like a little draft. Everybody else a little cold, but they Shinobi, they gotta deal with it. This is one of their allies. They gonna have to learn to deal with it, right? But they see Naruto firsthand, basically moving around in this cold wind like a shadow. Like literally, when he releases it, it's not just a temperature dropping. It's like a wind. It's like a mist. Basically, like how Zabuza has his mist. Like it's just like that, just winter based. So like it's just a cloud of just thick, you know, not falling snow, like, and like the shit that doesn't, like the shit that he releases on the floor is ice. It's weird. It's like, yeah, that's his like two of his main abilities to activate, you know, his like, you know, yeah, the ice on the floor basically just gives him like a small like speed increase, you know. And yeah, so as he's fighting Sasuke, like they see like Sasuke slightly getting the upper hand, like Naruto, you know, this ability is cool and all, but Naruto, you know, yeah, his fire is kind of dimming him. But like right before like Sasuke can like get a decent blow, Naruto like form like this small like little ice like little ice ball in his hand. He flick it at like Sasuke's head like just hard enough to knock him on his butt. And like when he hit the ground, Naruto like make the stuff that like make everything disappear, like everything that he could, like all the ice and stuff disappear. And when Sasuke looked back up, Naruto got like this little ice like sickle pointed at his like face, and he's like, I won, bro, this is it. And Sasuke like he grit his teeth, and Naruto like he makes it disappear, and he go to grab Naruto like Sasuke's hand, and Sasuke like he grabbed Naruto's hand, and Naruto helped him up, and like Sasuke, no, like bro, you really like you're really cold. And Naruto was like, no, bro, it's just training. And he was like, no, you're really cold. Like you're freezing, bro. I think you just gave me frostbite. And Sasuke looked like Naruto looks at Sasuke's hand, and he sees like something like, and Naruto's like, oh, I think I shouldn't have touched you at this present moment in time. Anyways, like from like this point on, Sasuke like on his, I'm gonna say left hand, basically wears bandages. Like he doesn't wear a glove, like he wears bandages specifically because of Naruto, because he kind of messed his hand up after that fight. Like genuinely, Naruto can't account for his body temperature dropping during the fight. So yeah, the more he uses his abilities, the, you know, yeah. But he's gonna learn. It gets better. It gets better. Anyway, so we're gonna skip to the point where they actually are forming teams. But I do have to say this. Since everything went up to canon, up to a certain extent, Hinata did not get found by Naruto. Instead, we're gonna say she got found by a worried, because I'm going to, since Naruto was brought up in the sense of like he was grown, like he was raised around high-ranking people, he would have known the Hyuga people at some point in time. So, and I think they would have kind of been, you know, chill once they found out that, oh, that's the fourth Hokage's son, you know, and that's whatever. So, you know, after a while, Naruto would have gotten under, before his, you know, change, he would have possibly gotten under Neji's skin just enough to the point to where he would actually care for Hinata. So instead of Naruto finding Hinata getting bullied by the boys, it would be Neji. And Neji would basically, you know, he'd beat him up, you know, he'd hand him that. And then the dude, like, that was supposed to be watching her would basically get scolded, you know, by Neji, and then get fired because he, you know, messed up real bad. You know, you let these random people bully Hinata. What are you doing? This is a princess. Oh God. Right? But Hinata does still somewhat kind of find a genuine, somewhat interest in Naruto, because she did kind of grow up with Naruto. So in the sense, she still does know who Naruto is. She knew Naruto before and after his kekkei genkai was unlocked. Anyway, we're going to skip to the point where they're like, yeah, doing all of that, forming teams. But this is where I'm ending this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace.